Houston Texans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season. To bring us as we're off in week 9.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Ready. Ready. Check pink.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll or chip away their time.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, we'll start obsessing and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over...
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That good for 19 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Now Allen. Throw left side to Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Allen. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Adam Thielen. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
All right, go.
2nd and 1. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Allen.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From midfield, here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, and they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air, Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. He gets away from taking it right down Broadway. He may go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenneth Walker. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Check white. Switch yellow. Smith red. Blue check.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check pink. Check white. Set.
Back to throw now on first down.
He's got Otten.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He completes this one to Mingo.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
On the ready.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Switch yellow. Smith red.
He'll look to throw.
Complete right side to Otten.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Cade Otten.
29 yards.
And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now 2nd and 9.
Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, first down.
Blue striker.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right in, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Opposite, green, yellow, line, bang.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Second and 6. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kevin Farley.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and now it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen now on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen, as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Red, blue, check, black swap.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the... Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On second down, here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And again, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That is caught, and he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Opposite, green, Yellow, line it. Check pink.
Walker now on 1st and 10 to the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Set, ready.
Second down and 6 now.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Rivers.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down. At the Texans 18. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Allen.
Right side to Watson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the double. 43 rail. Claws red. Set cut.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6.
Slide
At
through.
the 43-yard line.
Opposite. Green. Yellow. Lining. Check pink.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Zay Flowers
From 8 yards out.
and the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They
I talk my
Come on.
that other side.
The Oakland way.
Hey,
C5.
can't nobody do me like I do me, and I don't care to be nobody